So, who says that a tier 7 tank in a tier 9 game can't do a lot of damage? Now, remember, this is the Tiger. This thing. Get that out of here. This only has 100 millimeters of frontal hull armor and only 100 millimeters of frontal turret armor. The Tiger P has twice that for the hull and a good somewhat more for the turret. So this thing has practically no armor. KV4, couple of hits. Lerva, hit. 30, hit. T-20 prototype, couple hits. T-43, couple hits. T-3485, couple hits. Let's sort it by damage done. Experience? No. That KV4 on our team got the most experience. But those guys should just be ashamed of themselves. If I had known about the T-69 behind me, able to shoot through the window there, then I would have moved to a different spot. And I'd have been able to continuously do damage. But look at that. Only 3 people on the winning team did more damage than me. An AMX 5120, that T-69, and a Jagdtiger 88. The Ferdinand didn't even do as much damage as I did. I'm in a tier 7 heavy tank, and it's not the T-29 with its super impenetrable frontal turret arm. It's a Tiger, not the Tiger P, the Tiger. Its gun isn't that good. It doesn't have very much the penetration okay, the accuracy okay, reload good. It's the alpha damage. It's just low. The DPM on this gun, I did almost 500 damage more than a tier 9 heavy tank, an M103, who fired 15 shots, 14 of which hit. 15 shots fired, 14 hits, 8 penetrations. Me, 21 shots fired, 14 direct hits, 10 penetrations. My hit ratio, well, the same number of rounds hit for the both of us, except for I had a couple more penetrations. I was firing a lot more shots, though. But then again, you know, he's in an M103. His reload isn't as good as me. But he's in an M103. Let's take a look here. I got my T-29. T-32. Come on. M103. Let's assume he was using this gun. 400 average damage. 5.36 rounds a minute. Okay. That's 2,000 damage per minute. Same. So he can put out 2,000 damage per minute with a gun that's got some pretty serious penetration and damage. This is the thing I'm using. Good rate of fire, horrible damage. Penetration is also lacking. Aiming time, accuracy. The accuracy is not good. The aiming time isn't good. Look at that. 240 average damage? I'm going to pull out a calculator, but you won't be able to see this. But I'm going to actually just do that real quick. Let's say it's 9 rate of fire. 9 rounds per minute. So 9 times that 240. That's 2,160. So I can do the same damage as him per minute. But remember, that's an M103. .258 penetration, 242 penetration, 198, and I doubt he's using that 105. So he's either using this 120 or the other 120. So 242 or 258 millimeters of penetration. So it's 250 millimeters of penetration, average, and mine is 203. Yeah. Tier 7 tank in the Tier 9 game, I did more damage than everyone except for 3 tanks on their team. One was 2 of those were auto-loaders. The other is the Jagdtiger 88, which, well, let's take a look at my Jagdtiger 88. And those 2 are auto-loaders, so they're going to do a lot of damage. Jagdtiger 88. It's the gun. 11.11 rate of fire. 240 average damage. Again with a calculator. So 11 times 240. That's 2,640 damage per minute. Accuracy is good. Aiming time, good. Get your crew in there, get your perks, get your equipment set up. You can get that rate of fire to like 12 or more. So you're coming up on 3,000 damage per minute with the Jagdtiger 88, which is how that thing's able to do so well. And it's got good penetration. I forgot. I didn't look at the penetration actually. Let's check it out real quick here. The average penetration is 203, which is the same as the Tiger. But the accuracy and the reload and the aiming time is so good, you're able to aim for weak spots. And that's a Jagdtiger. You know what the armor at the front of that thing is? Do you know what the weak spots are? Loads of armor, very few weak spots. This thing only has 100 millimeters of armor, and look at the weak spots. That big one there, that one there. And you can see where the armor is. Plus, it's as flat as a pancake. Yeah, this is sloped well, but then you got the lower glacis here. And this, and then you got your commander's hatchet. I mean, if you angle this thing more than this, they're going to put rounds in your side, which is 80 millimeters thick. I mean, look at the weak spots on this thing. And there is no armor sloping whatsoever for the side or the front. There is some sloping on the turret side here, and there is good sloping there, but it's a bullet trap. The rounds are going to come in here and go straight into this. This thing, on the other hand, look at that. Look how sloped that is. Now that's good. That's going to bounce quite a few shots. That is slightly sloped. However, look at that gun mantlet. That is big. It covers most of the front of the tank, and it's thick. And here's the thing. The front of this tank is 250 millimeters thick. 250. That M103 would have a tough time getting through this thing. Weak spots? This, that little thing there, that little thing there. This is kind of big, but it's also got this big thing around it. So that is actually small. That is small. That is small. That is small. Small weak spots. You can aim for the sides here and here, but that's not terribly easy. Of course, there's the monstrous lower glacis, but that's for all German tanks. 250 millimeters at the front, so of course you're going to bounce a lot of shots with this thing. Actually, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look. How did I do? Hits received, 6. Penetration, 6. That T69 and somebody else. Hits received, 8. 3 non-penetrations, okay. What about the Jagdtiger? Hits received, 5. Only 2 penetrations. He bounced 3 shots. T69. Hits received, 1. It bounced. AMX 5120. Hits received, 5. Penetrations, 5. So that guy was on low health. This guy was getting shot up by me a lot. I didn't see that Jagdtiger. T20 prototype was getting hit by me every now and then. But yeah, I mean, these guys should be ashamed. M103, Tier 9. KV4, Tier 8. T54, Tier 9. M103, Tier 9. And then here's the artillery. Well, it's artillery, so, you know, if they do some damage, then they've done their part. But look at that. The next 4 tanks, 3 of them are Tier 9s. The next one is a Tier 8. You have a pair of M103s and a T54. And then there's a KV4, which got Sniper. Shots fired 16, direct hits 15. This guy was hitting things. But he wasn't doing much damage. And he wasn't penetrating. This guy, 15 shots fired, 14 hits. This guy, 10 shots fired, 7 hits. 5 shots fired, 4 shots hit. 3 shots fired, only 2 hits. But that's artillery. And then he got killed. Googleplex. Huh, nice name, Googleplex. A Googleplex is like a Google of zeros followed by, you know, a Google of zeros. It's like a Google or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, look at this. The top 5 tanks. You have 3 Tier 9s. You have 2 Tier 9 heavies, a Tier 9 medium, and a Tier 8 heavy. All being outdone in their damage by a Tier 7 heavy. And it's the Tiger. Not the Tiger P. The Tiger. This thing has no armor. And its gun doesn't have much alpha damage. And it's not that small. You're thinking, not small? Well, let's take a look at SU-100. Okay. IS. Well, thing is, it's tall, it's boxy, and it is a big target. Not very well armored, not well sloped at all. The gun is, well, it's got good rate of fire. Penetration is lacking, damage is lacking, accuracy is not good, aiming time is so-so. You know, the gun isn't that good. And that's the long gun. The other guns, well, the L70 here, 150 penetration, 135 damage. Get it. This 105 howitzer, 350 damage. Nearly the same rounds per minute. 64 penetration. You know, it's a derp gun. It's a howitzer. Doesn't have much damage. So, yeah. Guys, stop being outdone by a tank 2 tiers below you. That is this thing. You know? Horrible armor. The gun is mediocre. That was awesome. Hey YouTube, Gundam here. Welcome back to World of Tanks. This is a replay. And I am in the Tiger. That's obviously not the Tiger P. That's the Tiger. Okay. This is a standard battle on Erlenberg. But take a look at that. Do you see it? That is an M103. I still have to get my damage panel back, and I still gotta get other stuff, but so there are 3 Tier 9 tanks on each team. Well, on each team. Even the artillery is Tier 8. You know, we have 7 Tier 8 tanks. They have 1 more. And I'm sitting here in a Tier 7 heavy tank. And it's the Tiger. The gun is mediocre. The armor, horrible. The Tiger P has much better hull armor. It's twice. And that's really good at Tier 7. But this is a Tier 9 game. So, first I'm thinking, I'm going to go over there and snipe. I could probably do that. You know, I can get away with it, probably. I need to change a whole bunch of reticles and stuff. Actually, yeah, I need to do this with it because, you know, the markers. It needs to show the icon, tier, model. I do not care about the player name. But I do want to know this. HP left compared to total. And this can have that. And the same thing with our team. I don't care about the player name. But this one can have the player name. And as for destroyed, no. And apply. I'm gonna have to probably go change that in the earth. Well, maybe not. And it doesn't even fill it in, it just shows 1850, which, that's nice. It didn't save it. Don't you love all these glitches? Health indicator, that's what it was. Apply. Enemy team. I know. I got a lot of stuff I shouldn't be doing. And yeah, well, yeah. My video. So, bugger off. So, Erlenberg. There's that fail corner at A3 and 4. I'm thinking, you know what? We got plenty of guys going over there. But nobody seems to really be covering the cap. I'm like, oh wait, where'd that river come from? Little pants on head moment. Saved my life. The two KB4s are talking to each other about equipment, fittings, and stuff like that. Yeah. So, I come over here, I'm thinking, right, I'm gonna sit right around here because, ooh, I see a target. Can I hit him? Yes, I can. Will it go through? Yes, it will. Good damage. And, oh, you got a buddy. If I can't hit you, I can hit you. I didn't even notice that he was right there. I'm thinking, I'll hit him. You know, at least reduce his health somewhat, make it easier. I just bounced. But you let me shoot at the side of your turret. I'll take it. Now, where'd that other guy? Well, still worried about him. And I'm like, uh-oh. That's a Yag Tiger. You know, what would you shoot at? A full health Yag Tiger or a couple of mediums that are on low health? When you have the rear of a Yag Tiger to shoot at. That actually missed. Already attack the Yag Tiger, please. Yeah, well, I keep firing where I think he was. I'm like, oh, you know what? There's that little dude. Now, I don't even really bother to angle my armor because 100 at the front, 80 at the side, forget it. Can I hit him? Yeah, it looks like it went through. Ooh, side of a larva. Yes, please. And he's pointing his gun this way. They know where I am. I'll take that. Goodbye. Now, KV4, T28. Yes, please. Yay! Look at all the damage I'm doing. And I take a big old hit from the larva. So, I pull back. Which, this is a good spot now. I took a big old hit, but I still got a lot of health. German tank, lots of health. Ooh, KV4. Yes, please. Good. Next. Ooh, yes, please. Oh, don't hide. The AMX 5120 up there at C1. Keep an eye on him. He'll do pretty good.
That one didn't go through.
But, look at that. 5916 that we didn't kill is rushing our artillery. And I just derped. I'm thinking, you know what? The Panther got him. That's good. Artillery is fine. And that went right over. 59-16 is like, shit. And now look at this. Okay, well, you can watch that first. But, look at this. Hello, Mr. Buddy that's aiming straight at me that I don't see. Now I take a hit, I'm like, what the? What the? Now you just move. And I don't even remember that there's a hole here. You know, I should have pulled back, because there's a giant hole there. I can't see him. He'll kill me. You know, but, oh well. Oh yeah, back over Ferdinand. Let me shoot you again. I'm thinking, do I kill the T-43? I better hit the Ferdy. And, oh, there's that T-69 again. I'm like, move it, move, run, move.
This vehicle has had it.
But he got me. Pause it here. So, according to XVM, 2,118 damage done. XVM can be deceiving. But look at this. We're losing 6-8. We can still win. We got a couple of guys up north. We got a couple of guys... Well, we got quite a few guys there at the south. So do they. North, we got a couple of guys. And our artillery's been knocked out. We got a couple of guys. That M103's on low health. They got a 5120, which is low health. That Panther is sniping like a boss. What else is he gonna do? Ferdinand, he's taking a few hits. The T-28 prototype is still in there though, and their artillery knows what he's doing. Now, we still got 3 big tanks over there. An IS-3, a KV-4, and an M103. Okay. But, I don't really hang around. And they got a Jagdtiger 88 on the middle bridge here, who's just pumping rounds into those guys. He's good. You know, the Jagdtiger 88 has 21,000 games. That's a lot. And 60% win rate. I don't know what that middle number is. He's got 1590. I have 986. Somebody want to answer me that? But yeah, so we're down 2 tanks. Or are we? No, we're actually down 9 tanks. One of our guys committed suicide. I thought so. They have 9 tanks left. We've killed 6 of them. None of them suicided. One of ours did. Probably over there. But I can't click. And yeah. Oh well. So one of our guys committed suicide. Don't know where. He's dead. Don't even know what. It could have been that MT-25. He could have been a good scout. I don't know. We had an ISU-152. He's dead. So, I did a lot of damage for a tier 7 tank in a tier 9 game. Let's take a look at the post-battle result.